Hello, good morning. Hello, Blackout Roman. How you doing today? I do create a lot of videos, don't I? Although a lot of like the core stuff, those are like they come in bursts because I create them from like the streams, and then there'll be a long time between them where I'm just sort of like working on stuff. Although if you're following the streams, then yeah, I do create a lot of those. Zilby is here, but he is. Let me see if I can. I brought his food bowl down because he was getting lonely and he didn't want to eat upstairs. So let me see if I. You can't really see him. He's behind. He's behind this. So he might jump on that run again. I'll turn it off right now. All right. So today. Well, thank you. Hopefully it's helpful. Hopefully, you're able to uh, work with it and get some good coding done and all that stuff. And doing fine. Awesome. That's great to hear. Okay. So, um, my biggest thing. Let's see what I have. I have on my sticky list. We need to re-record the trailer yesterday because I accidentally left the Zilby cam up on it, and none of the other videos in the entire series had the Zilby cam. So I felt that was maybe setting the wrong expectations for the videos that there would be a cat in every one, but there's only surprise Zilby uh, appearance once in the videos. I can't remember which one, but that's one actually has like purring and hanging out with me. So I need to actually remember to turn this off, and then we can re-record the trailer. I don't really do anything special for the trailers. I don't really know what to do for those. I need to spend more time paying attention to like other content creators and figuring out how they do trailers. Uh, but this is going to replace the hype trailer. It's just going to be a hey, I built a course. So I want to do our problem statement. Do you want to build an API in Rust? Introduce myself. Um, and then move on to like, hey, I created a Axum course and it's solidly around. Oh, well, hello. No, you want pets? So now we can do that. And I'm gonna have to turn off the Zilby for the recording. So we'll have to get as much as we can and of him as long as he's willing to stare into the camera. Zilby, are you tired now? All right. So let's see. I will turn this off. Yeah, he's 2 years old now. Man, has it been two? It's been 2 years since we got him. He was a 2020 cat, so we rescued him. He's been with us since he's been a kitten, and usually he doesn't hang out with me unless my wife isn't home and she's not home right now. So now he's spending a lot more time down here, which is nice. And I turned on the heater also, so he could have extra warmth down here. Encourage him to hang out. Okay, so we're gonna do a trailer, and then I can turn the kitty cat cam back on. Let's do this. As a reminder, during my recordings for YouTube, if I usually don't respond to chat, this should be a fairly short one. I don't expect like a trailer should only be like 1 to 2 minutes at most. So there we go. let's put up Axum's documentation. I'm not super happy with the CI failing thing, so I think we'll go into this one. All right, let's let us do it. Oh, and let me put my plan over here so I can actually see what I wanted to chat about was. All right, here we go. Are you interested in building APIs in Rust for the web? Well, you're in luck because I just built a brand new course for Axum, which will allow you to do just that. Hi, I'm Brooks from Brooks Builds. I run a Twitch channel where I do a lot of live streaming, a lot of Rust programming, and I've also created a few other courses in Rust around game development and front-end web dev. But now we have back-end web dev. In this course, you'll learn everything you need to build a full project, just the back-end only, and we'll be building a project to do application with a database, with local authentication that serves that. Anyways, I hope to see you there if you're interested and that's something that you want to learn. And we'll see you there. Thank you very much. Bye. All right. Not super great. I always like feel super awkward making those. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make weird noises with the camera. Do you want pets? Sold. If you're already consuming the content and enjoying it, then I'm not sure. I'm not sure that you're the target audience then. But I will take it and thank you. All right. So this is gonna go at the very beginning of the playlist, so that way I can share it with the playlist too. So, anyways, if you code for Ninja, do I want to update my description also? I don't know. So we have these things. I think this is good. Okay. Okay, so you are recorded. Let me change the name on here. So this is trailer. And that means we can move on to the next thing. The next thing being updating Yew for the Yew course, because it was funny. Axum and Yew both updated to their next like sort of big releases on the same day. So we've been letting the Yew course languish for a while, unfortunately, and we need to work with that. So let me. Okay, so backend test. We want to remove Yew, 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 Yew. Stacking. Hello. There's no way for me to turn that into another pun night. I don't think. I'm excited, but are you all excited? You actually had time to dig into Yew. If you're interested in front end dev or you have knowledge in front end dev, specifically around React, Yew is probably not going to be that much more hard for you. Yew was actually surprisingly easy. I was showing it to one of my ex coworkers who is a teacher and does a lot of education around React, and he was looking at it like this is like the hardness. This is like supposed to be really hard, and he's like, no, it isn't. This looks easy. Um, he has a lot of experience though, so sometimes he falls prey to the expert. What is it called? The expert's blind spot. All right, sorry, Zilby. I'll stop pitying you. Okay, so in Yew, we have all these lessons. These were individual lessons because I thought that that was the best idea at the time, which I'm no longer sure about that. I think the best thing, especially since this did last quite a while with Yew 0.19, I think the best thing would be to create. We could review the changelog, but then create a solution up. Do the update on the solution and just sort of see what happens. I think with the solution, we're gonna need a backend, and we're going to need a database. You also found the new hype WASM framework. It's called Leptos. Okay, I think. Did you mention that yesterday? You might have mentioned that yesterday. I think I also saw that somewhere else. Like just the word Leptos come in. I'm surprised it's not one of the other ones that we had that's been around for a while longer. Like the ones that were that I had been seeing about, which I can't remember the names right now. There was like an S one, which that looked pretty good. Oh, you couldn't remember the name yesterday. Okay, that's what it was. I'm probably just Wasm. But yeah, we can. Well, I have so many things on my my sort of schedule. So update the U course, and then we switch over. We're gonna do a big. We have a big project to work on. I've been sort of kind of working on that on my own, but I notice that I'm so much faster when I do it on stream. I just get distracted all the time when I'm not streaming. And then we can move. Then once we do that, then I create a course. Once I create a course and start like getting people to going through that and beta testing, then I think I have time to do something fun. While that's happening. Okay, so reviewing the changelog. Do I want to like try to update or just review the changelog itself? Where is the changelog? They actually have a new website. So okay, we have 2.0. I don't think it's roadmap. There's migration guides. Okay, we can look at migration guides. Oh yeah, this looks like a change log. We never used uagent at all, but we do use urouter. So these two things would be good to review. Okay, so as body variant start app is removed. This method of controlling body has caused issues in event registration, SSR hydration. They have been removed. I don't remember if we use this. No hooks and function components API. User-defined hooks are now required to have a prefix use and must be marked with the hook attribute. Wait, were people making hooks without the use? That'd be so confusing. Hooks will now report compile errors if they are not called from the top level of a function component or a user-defined hook. The limitation existed in a previous version of Yew as well, and this version is reported as a compile time error. Yes, I do remember that happening before also, so I guess they just made better errors. Or were they runtime errors? Oh, maybe they were runtime errors, and now they're compile errors. I'm not doing. We didn't do any message bat like messaging. Was that true? We did. Yeah, our project doesn't do any messaging because we don't have any struct components. You're mainly a backend dev, database admin, architect, cloud infrastructure, DevOps, and in the company we're using Laravel PHP framework with HTML Blade. We have a few APIs with a huge load of JSON flying around, so you're digging into alternatives. If you found Rust, then Axios and Axum. Due to the maintainer, I chose Axum, and I want to figure out what is possible and what pros and cons this Rust option has. You could already convince a coworker to work together next year on a demo. Nice. So if your biggest problem is the data flying around, Rust, like the technology, is probably not going to help because Rust is like good at consuming and generating JSON, but if you're still just like have a huge amount of JSON, that could be a problem. There's some like alternate light forms of JSON that could be helpful, but like those are outside of like Rust. Like you could do that with any technology. But if you want to like learn Rust because you could do it with like lower CPU usage, lower memory usage, SIMD JSON, things like that could help a little bit. Although I haven't used SIMD JSON myself yet, so I've just heard that it's helpful. I haven't tried it. But yeah, I could see, like I could see it being helpful. Plus, also, it's if you learn like the testing side of it, and like as you saw from my my Axum videos, I don't need like you don't need to write all your tests in the same language. I wrote them all in Express at the beginning because they were for I wrote them for Express. I wrote them in Node and Jest at the beginning, and then they were consuming for an Express app that I made for the Yew course, and then the Axum replaces the Express app, but the test, like the same tests work. So you could write your tests in whatever language you want, which actually makes it really easy to replace an existing code base with Rust, just one little piece at a time. So yeah, it should be like there should be a lot of easy things to do. Also Laravel, I like Laravel. Like of all of the big, what is it called? Frameworks out there. If I had to choose like one of the ones that like did everything for you, it'd probably be Laravel. That being said, I haven't needed like a big backend project, like a monolith, for a long time. And I just turned off a Laravel project last week. Which was fun. That was a 5.5 Laravel project. It was ancient. Yew render. Okay, start app has been replaced by Yew render. Okay, so this one's a big one. You need to enable feature CSR to use Yew render. For example, to use client-side rendering to render a typical app component. From watch and see the docs. Components no longer have a ref prop. Trying to add a node ref to a component will result in a compile error. Previously, node ref passed to a component was bound to the first element rendered by this is recommended to use add a ref field to the component's properties and bind it manually. Interesting. Okay, so this is yeah. I didn't use refs very much, but Because usually I try to find ways to work around refs. I think the only time that I found them potentially helpful is with forms and form data. The Laravel framework is super bloated and super slow, but the Google Cloud is not impressed as long as it can spin up new containers, but testing on my local notebook, Axum is multiple magnitudes faster. I could see that too. Like if you, I mean, I haven't been like 5.5 of Laravel is like halfway down their list of versions. So a lot has changed. And it wasn't like that slow for me on my local systems. But then again, like it's changed a lot. You're probably right. It probably like everything seems to bloat over time. Everything. I don't really understand why. I think it's my guess is customer demands. Customers are like, I want this, I want this, I want this. And if you're trying to, if you don't have like a solid grasp on like this is exactly what we are, you just become everything for everybody, and you get really big and bloated. Yeah, and the other thing is it's more expensive, right? Like if you're going to Google Cloud or AWS or DigitalOcean and you have to keep on throwing bigger resources at it, that's a monthly cost you have to incur now. Maybe not bad for a company, but for an individual, that's not good. Okay. Changed method. Okay, so ref prop for components. They don't have that. Um, changed method on. Oh, then this is the end. Okay, so this is all there was. Changed method on components. The method function changed. Now has a new argument to provide the old properties to the function. Okay, though that's actually really nice if you're using a struct component. So a lot of struct component ones, plus also huge um, uh, documentation updates, because I believe now everything, let me see. So concepts, components. Yeah, all the documentation is now functional components. Whereas before it was all struct components. And so I started the course with struct components. And that because like that's what you're going to see in the documentation. But I also knew that they were going to make this change because several people that were like in on the community were telling me like, yeah, this is coming. And so that's why I did everything else in functional components, including the entire project. So hopefully that should help out. Okay, so we've got that for you, and then Yew.rs has this update. Switch render is no longer needed. The switch component now accepts a closure of function routable HTML as the render function directly. Navigator API, the history API has been replaced with the Navigator API. I do remember. Okay, I did a quick update on one of my other projects that I have, and I did see this. Okay, so shouldn't be too bad. All right, so we're going to record a video where we go in and find the update guide and review those. So that is in the 0.2 migration guides, with next now being the next version, whatever that is. Because I think it's just literally called next. Okay, and it started for me here, I think, because I'm guessing it's setting a cookie. All right, let's head back to here. We'll turn off the Zilby cam. All right, recording time. Here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm back with another addendum video. This time it's for a major update. So Yew has updated to 0.20. And I wanted in this video to go through the migration guide, or rather the like the change log essentially, of what's changed and what we would need to do to update the project solution to the new version. So here I am on the Yew webpage, and when I first landed here, it did bring me into the 0.19. So I'm guessing they have a cookie or something that's remembering what version that I want to be on. So if you hover over this, we'll go to 0.2. And if we go to the migration guides, here we can see essentially the change log. These are the big things that have changed. We want the from 0.19 to 0.20. All right, so there's actually not quite as much here as you might expect. Okay, so some big things like we didn't use the as body in our app because we don't have server side rendering at all in our app. They've added some new rules for hooks. It looks like these are user-defined hooks now have to use AUs. We didn't create any user-defined hooks in ours. And if you don't put a hook in the top level of a function component, it's going to have a compile error. Now, we got those errors previously when we've tried, I think I tried to put a hook inside of a use effect hook, so one hook in another hook, and we get an error. So it didn't work before. They made it have a better compile error now. Automatic message batching. We didn't use messages back and forth. These are using agents and other things. Well, okay, we didn't use them in the project solution. So messages are for struct components, and we did have several of these with messages in the lessons, but I think that it's basically trying to be a little bit faster, and it's just trying to tell you that the order that they're going to be sent in is not necessarily the order that we think that they're going to be sent in. So therefore, just assume that they're asynchronous and that they will run in different orders. If we've been working with JavaScript for a long time, we're kind of used to just not knowing when things happen. So this shouldn't be anything strange to web developers. If you're not used to asynchronous programming, this can be a little bit strange to work with. But just keep in mind that when you run something in a JavaScript or a web context, you don't always know when it's going to run. Okay, Yew.rs. This is a huge one. So the start app, so at the very beginning that we have usually in our lib or our main function, that's been replaced by Yew.rs, and it's been hidden behind a CSR feature flag. So we need to both enable this and then switch over to Yew.rs. Now this is for server-side rendering, because I believe the opposite is now we can do a server-side rendering feature to have a completely different app in a Axum app, for example, that then renders that. Ref prop for components. We didn't use any refs in our project solution, but previously we could add a ref prop and get a, reference to a node, and then do stuff with that. However, it doesn't really work that way anymore. So they're recommending that now we add a ref field to the component's properties and then bind it manually. So haven't done anything with that. That might be a future course if we really need to. Okay, changed methods on components. The method function changed. Okay, so this is on struct applications, or struct components, really. I don't remember if we used changed. This is for if new properties have changed and you want to control a re-render, maybe should you re-render, or should you do any logic if any of those have changed. It looks like now you get a list. You get the old properties along with the new properties, which is, let's see. You get the context, Okay, so you just get the context and the old properties, which is really nice because that means you can like see what changed too. Well, and that's it. Well, that's it for you. We didn't use Yew agent at all, but we do use Yew router. So let's take a look at those updates too. Looks like there's only 2 of them. So switch render is no longer needed. Okay, so when we use the switch tag, component now accepts a closure of something that implements routable as the render function directly. So now we don't have to do that entire like switch render equals. It's just render equals and then the render function directly. And that render function is going to be a owned. Like we have to pass it in as owned value. It's not going to be a reference like it was previously. And then the history API has been replaced. So if we use like the use history, I believe that's now use navigator, which is nice because I think there was 2 use hooks for Yew router, and now there's just going to be 1, which is nice. And that's it for the migration guide. In the next video, we're going to implement what we learned here and update the project to Yew 0.2. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in that video. Bye. Okay. So this is, what was this? This was Yew migration guide. I guess like Yew, nope, wrong one. A Yew 0.2, so 0.2 change log. 0.20. I keep on thinking like 0.2, because even if there's like a 0 after it, you don't normally think like 20, but then it's like really it's 0.20.0. All right, so let's update the project ourselves once, and then I will revert everything and do it again. Now we also need to get everything working, so I need to remember how to do that. So let's see. If on Yew, I think we can do a Docker compose. Oh, I don't remember what the profile was. Is it dash profile? I think it was so I need the express. So maybe it was just like express up. No, that was not it. Okay, so let's open this up in code. I want down, and I want the Docker compose file. So here's the database, and this doesn't have a profile, so it'll be opened on every single one. Oh, Node.js Express. That's what we want here. It should just be Yew. I removed the Yew one because it was just so friggin' slow. So I run Yew separately. I just want the backend stuff. Although maybe ironically I could now run the Axum server. That would work too. Like it doesn't matter. Both of them should work. Okay. So I could actually do that as a little micro advertisement for the Axum course, can't I? So if I do, let's do a Docker compose. I want just an up dash d wait. I'll bring in backend Rust, Axum project solution for this. I kind of want to rename you. Okay. Yeah, I don't want that. Let's just okay, backend Rust. I'll bring in Axum. Okay, there. So an Axum cd to project solution, and now I should be able to cargo run this. Okay, so there's that. Then. Okay, so both these should be up now, right? So there you go. We should have, okay, so let's cd into, wait, what did I call it? Oh, cd solution. There we go. I want to cargo watch. No, I'm thinking Axum. This is a trunk serve. Oh yeah, Rust has updated since then too. Lots of things have updated. Yew.rs has updated quite a bit as well. All right, so you're running at 8080. Okay. Okay, so if you're running 8080 and I try to, like, let's say log in, I don't remember. Oh no, did I forget cores headers? Oh no. Okay. Well, this is unplanned that we're gonna have to take care of. In a video for Axum. Well, we already have an addendum video to create, which is so for Axum course, I want this is like setting up cores. So cores. Okay. So unfortunately, I can't use Axum right now because cores isn't set up. Oh, that's too bad. I was just running all the tests, so that's unfortunate. Okay, let's just head back down to here, and we'll do a okay, so I have to do a Docker compose down. Docker compose profile. Okay, so the name of the profile is going to be this Node.js Express up It's background and wait. Is it dash dash profile? Oh, it's dash dash profile. Okay. Error response from Damon. Network not found. So I've noticed this a few times. Well, lurking, you heard you screwed up. No, it wasn't. It wasn't you that screwed up. Oh wait. It was you that screwed up. It was. Oh, okay. It took me a while. It took me a while. I'm a little bit slow today. Sorry. But that was a good one. Okay. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? I am okay. So you are not happy because of network stuff. So I want Docker network ls. Okay, so full stack. So to the yes, you don't exist. I mean, shouldn't you just create it if you don't exist? I guess we need to. Sorry, Zilby. My keyboard tray just like settled into to place. It was very loud. Okay, so let's do a Docker network remove this one. Oh, active checkpoints. Yes. Okay, so we need a. I took this down, didn't I? Docker PS. Docker compose PS. Oh, you're running. Okay. That ran the database. Okay. I want Docker compose down. Okay. Docker network. Remove that. Has active endpoints. Why do you have active endpoints? Docker PS. Why are you up? Did it like create something outside of Docker stop you? Docker is great, but then you get into these little situations here and it just like sucks. Okay. Docker, I want to remove. No, Docker network remove. There we go. Okay, so now I can do a Docker compose. Let's try this again, and this time it should. What? Yes, I understand. Create the network. Okay. Docker compose down. Yeah, so you didn't come back up again. You're down. Why is it trying to create this network? Why is it not using the default one? What did I do? I did not define any networks. So for Node.js, it's literally default network. Literally, okay. Come on. Docker network ls. Why is this searching for like something else. Do I have to like literally destroy everything? I mean, I can. So let's Google search for this. Apparently today is going to be a Docker day. I restarted my Docker daemon and the network was deleted for real. Oh, okay. So, how do I start? Oh, restart. What do you want? Yes, restart. Okay, so it's stopping Docker. Are you back up again? Let's find out. Not found. So then I want a full down. Is there a way, and I can't remember this off the top of my head, to like completely like is there like a Docker clean to tell it to just like stop trying? Like why is it trying to remember this network? Docker compose. What do I have here? Okay, so I can build or rebuild services. Down is supposed to stop and remove containers and networks. But if it doesn't exist already, then why not just okay? It's like it's okay. Remove stopped service containers. Docker network prune -f. Okay, let's try that. Docker network. Oh, so this is a network command, and they have prune. Remove all unused networks. Okay, Docker network prune. That -f is force, right? So if I don't use the -f, yes. Okay. Is the -f for? It's probably force, right? I can do with -f too. I don't think there's. I think yeah. Okay, so let's try our Docker compose again. No. Well, yes, of course you don't have it. So it's happening when it's trying to bring up API test and Node.js Express. Okay, so here's API test. I don't have any. Okay. There is absolutely no there is no network customized in here, and Node.js Express also does not have a network. That's too bad. Okay, so let's do down again. That does remove the network there. So, okay, what? How to delete a Docker network that does not exist. Okay, that sounds... Docker network inspect. Under containers, you see all the containers that are still connected to the network. Remove all unused networks. Docker system prune removes stopped containers, all networks, all dangling images, all dangling build cache. Ooh, okay. This might work. System, okay. Docker system prune might be a good one. And then we can, yeah. I'm not going to use the -f to begin with. Let's try it without that first just to see what it says. All right, this will remove all stopped containers. Fine, I'm okay with that. All networks not used by at least one container. Great. All dangling images and dangling build cache. I wonder if the build cache like has something in there. 5 gigabytes of reclaimed space. Great. Okay, Docker compose. Hey, that seems to work. Oh, great. Well, we're gonna have to remember that for the actual video. So that's fun. Let's go and find a README for this. Okay, so update the solution to 0.2, which is uh possibly run Docker system prune to remove old Docker everything, really, like networks, in case of Docker compose errors. Okay. All right. Well, now that we have that, we have trunk running. So if we come back to here, let's hit refresh. Okay. I don't remember if I have missing field data. Let's come back to here. Let's create an account. Panicked called result unwrap on an error value. Missing field data. I did a post. I got a 400 bad request. Oh, username already taken. Interesting. I thought we handled that, but I guess we didn't. So, login. I don't remember what these passwords are. Also, why are you? I thought I turned that off. It's trying to like autofill. I wanna turn that off. Where is that? That privacy and security? I have everything unchecked for logins and passwords. Form autofill, everything is unchecked. Come on. Address bar is okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, everything. There's no saved logins. There's no saved logins. I have autofill completely unchecked. Why are you... I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, so if I do BB, like, let's create a new account for this. So BB1. Oh, did I just create that with an empty password? I might have. Hold on. Log out. BB1. Yep. Well, apparently we're not checking that. That's cool. Although I have no tasks in here, so that's not necessarily a good thing. I feel like something's wrong. Okay, let's try create an account. BB2. Yeah, when I create a new account, I should get some tasks in here. So if I'm not, that means to me... Okay, so there's my token. Okay, so if I... Oh, I had to reset. Refresh. Oh, this is like... It feels weird that it's like... I thought we had that... I thought we had that all working, but maybe not. I don't remember anymore. Like, this is completely broken? I guess like this is fine. Sort tasks by priority and by name. They're all happen to be sorted exactly this way. So that's not surprising, I suppose. Filter task seems to be working. Okay. We can add a task. And you can be A. So then if I sort by priority, okay, so that's working. Okay. So, let's say that I want to update you. Oh, I want to run the test because we have front end tests for this. And I'd be interested to see like maybe those are all just failing now. Let's see. So it's not gonna be you. I have just like I had integration tests for the back end, we have integration tests for the front end too. And these were made in Cypress. So these are here, integration tests, front end tests. Let's see. npm, let's do another npm install because I probably have a new version of Node now. Oh yeah, no major updates. Okay. Is it an npm test? No, cool. I have an old version of Faker. Oh man, that entire fiasco. If you don't know, it's Yeah, there was a big fiasco where Faker, the person who made Faker, released a version 6.6.6 and just completely wiped the project. It's gone. And so I went back to an older version. There's a new version of Faker that's being supported that's not Faker, it's something else, but it uses the same API. I recently found it, but I can't remember the name. It's in one of my other projects at work. And it has a license, like its license has been reestablished as like something good. Okay, so what are we doing here? We are okay. So I want to, I guess I could npx Cypress open. Sure, install Cypress. What's new in Cypress? Okay, yes, I know. That's okay. I don't care. Migrating to Cypress 11. Wait, why am I migrating to Cypress? Can I just sure rename it for me? Migrate end-to-end testing. I don't even remember what I have. Let's just do Electron. Here's all the to-do tests. These are the ones I really care about. I think I have that message disappear after like 10 seconds, but I wait for 31 seconds because the original plan was to have the message stay up for 30 seconds. Because that feels like a better idea for real life, but it's just like in a video, it was so boring to sit there and like even for 10 seconds I'm just like, okay, it's been half a second. I'm bored now. Okay, all the tests are passing. So that's good. So we need okay, so possibly run, so really this is set up Docker to run Express server and database. This is part of that. Then start start the front end, run Cypress tests, possibly update Cypress. Okay, so once Cypress is open, I believe then we want to update Yew. So update cargo .toml. And that's going to be Yew. And then we can't forget to add in the feature. So inside of trunk here, I'm going to control C. We're going to do a cargo. Oh, if I do an add, okay. So never mind. Hold on. I want solution cargo.toml. All right, so you go to 0.20, but I want features because like it mentioned we need features for this. So it's gonna be you version equals that. Features equals, what was it? CSR? Okay. Then Yew.router, that's updated to 17. Stylist has been updated as well. Let's go ahead and just update everything. Everything all the way. There we go. Yew.rs. So Yew.rs was interesting. They updated. The author of Yew.rs realized that they didn't need to wait until Yew 0.20 to update for most of their stuff, so they updated early. But then 0.20 updated, and so they did another update to add in like whatever was remaining. And Yew.rs is really nice now. Like it's even better than it was before. I like it even more. Okay, so that there you go with that. I don't. Okay, so we're gonna do a cargo. Oh no, trunk serve. Recompile all the things. And errors galore. Okay, so this is readme. So update cargo.toml. So specifically, come on, you need CSR feature. All right, so we have compile errors. We need to fix these before we can even run our tests again. Unresolved import glue utils iter. There's no more iter in glue utils. This is an cargo registry. What are you doing there? Oh, I think I need to do a cargo clean. Like when you give me errors in my actual project, please. I'm expecting error. I'm expecting a lot of errors. Huh. So why are you in .cargo registry? Why are you looking in here for these errors? Well, that's too bad. Okay, well, we may have to search. Okay, find in folder. Okay, so I want glue utils. Iter? Yeah, it's also like under the target. That's not what I care about. Okay. Let me. Okay, files to include slash source. Okay. How about anywhere where we have glue? It would be use solution source. That's what I want. Solution source. Okay. So everywhere, so potentially somewhere in here that I'm using glue wrong. This is a weird one to me. Like why am I getting this? Looks like it's compiling fastrand. So is the error actually in fastrand? Or was it whatever the next one was going to be? I of course have a lot of glue, but nothing is like strange. And if I try to like use glue console, yeah, it like everything is here still. Huh. You're all fine. Okay. We were using FastRAN for some. Wait, do we actually are we directly using FastRAN, or is that something that something is using? Oh, that's something that something is using. Okay. What was glue before? Did I have it like? Okay, let's bring it back to 7. Okay, undoing everything in here. Let's do one at a time. I'm gonna clean it again too. Okay, everything is happy. Now, if I let's just update one at a time and you be smart about it. So bring you up to 0.2. So if I do that, oh, it's you. You. Okay. This must be the feature. This must be feature. Cargo add you. Did I do the features wrong where I add that in? Um I'm I'm so spoiled by the cargo add. I don't do this very often like manually anymore. CSR. Did I not do that right before? Okay, so save. No. What's going on? Could not find iter in glue.utils. That's strange. Okay, let's Google this. All right, I don't see exactly that problem. I can also quote this, see if exactly. Oh yeah, this error message is not found. And then also we can do u 0.20. Okay, so 0.20. This is from last year in September. Merging. Okay, use functions from glue utils. Okay. This was implemented a while ago, it looks like. This is probably not what I'm running into. Okay, so what? Okay, so this is in my home directory. Registry source github.com. Okay, so I did. Let me try. I kind of want to just remove that directory. Um, like remove this .cargo. What would happen if I did that? I mean, what I could do is I could do a move it. So move .cargo to my desktop cargo. We'll do a cargo clean again. And then a trunk serve. Oh, right. Okay, because I don't have trunk anymore. Ooh, is this actually a trunk problem? Or something like that? Okay, so we need head into here, do getting started. So I probably need to reinstall resup okay, so resup is it like target? Oh, that removed rust, didn't it? That rust up is gone. Okay, so that's not what I want to do. Okay, so let's move desktop cargo back to cargo like that. Okay, so rest up target. I want to list. Okay, so I have here's my wasm 32 unknown. So that's good here. I mean, yes, I did. But I just moved it. I didn't so I could put it back. Also, like reinstalling Rust is super easy. So like that would not have been a bad thing. But the sysadmin, the old sysadmin is coming out with me. And this is the reason why sysadmins tend to rebuild their computers a lot is because we break it a lot. Because we're like, what's the worst that could happen? And then just like do things. We learn a lot. We also break a lot. Okay, so what am I doing with this? I want to okay, so we have you. Let's check Rust. What version we're on? Rust up update. Okay, so there is a new version of Rust. Uh, 1.66. Or did I just like accidentally destroy a bunch of stuff and now it had to like refix it? Let's try this again. Much better since snapshots exist. Everything is made better by snapshots. Okay, so if you're watching this and you want to get into like this more interesting debugging stuff, uh, try try rerunning whatever thing you're doing every single time you make a single change. That way you know exactly what the problem really was in the end, and you can go there directly next time. So we're gonna be doing that a lot. My shell does print out the Rust version. So 1.66, which was the latest, but a Rust update. I guess I had like nightly and some other things on here, don't I? Okay, so if we already have wasm 32 unknown, let's try reinstalling trunk. Just in case that's the problem. What versions in your lock file is it possible they yanked that glue version? Oh, good point. Where can I find the lock file? So here's cargo.lock for the solution. And I want to find glue. 64 versions of glue. Okay, so we have 042, 061, 080. It would not be this. It would be something with glue utils. Oh, that one could that one has glue utils in it. So it could also be glue net. Man, glue brings in a lot of things. I guess they're re-exports, aren't they? Glue utils itself. Was that the problem that we had? Is it glue utils itself? Okay, so 042 and like 06. Okay, well we got trunk reinstalled. So let's try a trunk serve. I wouldn't be surprised if you're right. Okay, so can I find iter in glue utils? So I bet it's that glue utils version. Let's find glue utils. Zero 012. So I'm actually really interested if your hunch is correct with this. What? I copied you. Come on. Copy? Oh, I'm down here. That's why you didn't copy. 016. If we go to... Okay, so we have 012. Oh, it's right here. So it exists. So maybe it's not glue utils. Maybe it's like some other version had a different version in it that require. I don't know. But okay, let's try remove cargo.lock. And then we'll do a trunk serve again. I can remove the entire target directory as well and try that again. This looks different. This looks a lot different. Oh, I got up to the top of my buffer. Oh no. But these are all now my files. Okay. So I think that worked. So oh great. It's lovely. So update cargo. Okay, so update cargo.toml. Potentially so this is gonna be like run run server. Maybe need to delete cargo.toml file in case of okay, in case of just I don't know, like there was something like corrupted or just like bad versions. that reminds me a lot of like the Node.js problems. Like usually if there's any weird problems, uh deleting node modules, so the equivalent like close to equivalent of target, deleting package.json, so cargo dot oh no, sorry, not package.json, package lock JSON, which is the equivalent of cargo.lock file, usually fixes every problem. So should try to remember that like we're gonna run into those issues too, and that just might solve it all. Okay, so now we have 71 issues. Great. Okay, so starting with you. Oh, this is from, okay, this is just from the solution. That's great. So solution. Procedural macro properties not expanded cannot create expander for this. Okay. Unsupported ABI. These are props. Okay, so these are props for this component. Okay. These are all in the solution. Maybe if I fix the other problems, that problem will go away. The trait bound classes from style source is not satisfied. So class equals style sheet. I wonder, okay, I bet that we need to update everything else now. Okay, so stylist, we need to bring you up to work with the new version of you. So it's not like I can just do small things because you changed a lot of what's going on behind the scenes. Well, that's brought us down to 2 errors. No, it's rerunning. It's rerunning. Okay, can I expand? Can I create expander? Basically all of our, okay, great. Okay, so BB link. This struct takes 0 lifetime arguments, but 1 lifetime argument was supplied. Oh, for this style source thing, because I was choosing the style sheet. Oh right, because it's like one of different style sheets depending upon what's going on. Okay, so can I just do this now? Okay. So you're happy. Not expanded, not expanded. Expected a function submit event closure found you callback web6 focus event. So expected a submit event. Okay, so this on submit. Oh, is a, okay, they changed this. So this is no longer a focus event. Now it's a submit event. Okay, submit event. Okay. Do no method named route found for struct. Glue history location. Oh, let's see. Current route. Okay, yeah. So use location. I believe this is that use navigator now. So I believe it's like use navigator. What was I actually trying to do before? I want to get the route. So current route equals use location. No, use navigator. Navigator. Okay, so that gives me this. We can unwrap you. Then can I get like the route? I cannot get the route. Oh, wait. Use location is not is a U router thing, isn't it? Interesting. So I believe they say they did replace that, right? So this is in here in migration guide for yeah, so the history API has been replaced with a new navigator API, but this is use location. So maybe it is still use location. Use location unwrap. Oh, wait. Okay. Unwrap. For a second, I saw the route there. That was just Rust Analyzer being a little bit slow. Okay. To uncloned hashity path query state. I can get path. So I was trying to get the route. Let's see how I'm trying to use this. So we get the current route. We match the current route. If it's, depending upon which route it is, this is inside of task edit buttons. If it's one task or if it's edit task, we do this and return to some ID. Okay, so really I'm just trying to get the ID out of the route. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do. So query variables, like query gives me a result T. The trait bound for route. Okay, so is this literally just this? The trait bound for route deserialize is not satisfied. Okay, you need to deserialize now to possibly this, something like that. This is all inside of this function here. So if I do nav ID is this ID. Oh, so that might be this nav ID. In which case, I don't need. This is going to be match current route. It's not going to be this route anymore. Now it's going to be nav ID. What is it? It's I probably can't match it because it's just a I have the ID. So hold on. Nav ID. I don't even match at all. Task ID is going to be current route dot ID. Okay, well that's not hard. Can I find function use history? Okay, yeah. So use history has been replaced with that navigator. So this is now use navigator unwrap you. Task ID no longer needs to be unwrapped. We just have it. Expected unknown found route. Okay, history push. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this changes a little bit. So we want history dot. Okay, so what can you be? Forward, we have go. That's probably not right. That doesn't take anything. Okay, we still have push. Oh, expected a reference. Expected a reference. Interesting. It expects a reference to an enum. No method named is some found for type U32 in the current scope. Method not found in U32. Okay, is some. Also, I want to, because I'm running late on time. I want to, no, not that. Source control. Let's create a new branch. Okay, I don't think I have anything new on here. Okay, so let's create a new branch. Git switch create. We're gonna call this this is a temp branch for updating to U020. Okay, so I switch over there and then we add all of you in and we're just gonna say work in progress, or I guess like updating components. I'm gonna then delete this branch afterwards, but I want to use this as I'm gonna publish it to GitHub in case just something happens and I still have all this work. Okay, so we have so much to do in here. Plus, also, like, I don't know why this is like not cool. I don't know what's going on with these errors. I don't know if that's Rust Analyzer or if like restarting the computer or something else will help with those. Or if like we're gonna get to a point where we hit an error and then everything is good. That being said, I also see let's see. Okay. So actually somebody in Discord asked a question. Do I have any idea how I can upload a file using Juniper GraphQL, or do you have any other example using another backend framework? Ooh, I don't have an example because I've never uploaded a file via GraphQL before. Okay, so I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna say, I don't know how much of Discord I can safely show. So I'm gonna put this on the side here. But I'm gonna respond by saying, I don't know. I haven't ever uploaded a file via GraphQL. before, so I don't know how that using Juniper too. How to do that. Unfortunately, that also means I don't have any no, I don't have any examples. If I couldn't do it via GraphQL, I would probably upload the file to a Lambda function and then store it wherever I felt like. That's unfortunately the only thing I can think of for that. I'm not. Let's see. Let's take a look at. No, not that one. I want Sir.com. I want Sura. Is there like an upload file? Building file upload and downloads with Hasura GraphQL. Hasura does not come with a built-in solution on how to handle user-generated files, such as when a user wants to upload a file or download a file. Okay, so they're gonna do that. Storage. Okay, look at this. They're creating a Express app for handling the file storage. This is not in GraphQL at all. We need a React component to handle file uploads? What? That React I think is just literally testing it like to do the thing. Okay. Otherwise I was like getting really confused like why are you using React for this? Okay, so Express on there, create storage. Okay, that stores it. Environment variables. What's next? So wait a second, like are you sending it to Hasura and Hasura's forwarding it on? Like where are you actually doing like where does Hasura come into this? I would imagine that they can create a Hasura action potentially, but I'm not seeing this at all. I mean, I don't understand how to use it with Hasura. I just sort of feel that these are separated. But I guess I also don't understand how this like works with Hasura. Because I'm just hitting it directly, right? Also, that shows Node Node.js 18 on a 20 and 18. Isn't it like 22 out for Ubuntu now? Okay, so like there's the jot claims in the back end, and that's fine. We're uploading, doing an Axios post. This is okay, this is in React still. Here's our uploader using the AWS SDK. So this is all back end. So I almost don't see that we're going to Hasura in any way whatsoever. Like I don't get it. Like what's the point of Hasura at all in this? Like I know I'm not like reading through directly, but I'm like trying to find the gist of it. Like I don't know if any of you are seeing it. Also, this is an image. Like all their code examples are images, which is suboptimal, is I would say. Um, yeah, I don't know. This is weird. Okay, so let's try another one. Let's try Apollo. So Apollo GraphQL file upload. I believe Apollo is like in charge of like GraphQL now. Okay, well apparently you can do this in just straight up Apollo and Node.js. And this is Apollo server, so it's a GraphQL server. Now I've never used this before. I've always just consumed Apollo servers, or I just use Hasura because it's just so much easier, and I don't have to write any of the GraphQL sort of like glue code or type definitions or any of that stuff. I don't have to do. It just figures it out for me, which is why I use it. If I wanted speed, I wouldn't use GraphQL at all. I would use something else. Probably like back to REST or a closer to a graph database. So, like, is it possible? Clearly, yes, but um, I don't have anything for it. So sorry about that. Uh, let's see. That's what I've got. Okay, so it is 8:47. So I've got to go for the day. I will be back tomorrow morning. Yes, I actually will be back tomorrow. I know it's Wednesday, but I am not heading into work tomorrow, so I will be able to stream. So with that, we'll continue on the Yew app and just slowly chipping away. I think the idea is that we're just gonna fix as many of the errors as we can and just sort of like see what's going on. So with that, I'm gonna head off. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.